Welcome to a new Photoshop tutorial. So today I'll be teaching you how to make a simple 3D text effect in Photoshop. Right now my Photoshop is already open and I'm going to make a new file by clicking the file menu. You can also click Ctrl N in your keyboard. So my size will be 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels. You can also put the title of the Photoshop file that you're creating. I named it 3D text effect. Click OK. By clicking that, you now have a new canvas, and on my canvas I'm going to make my background black. So what I did is, on the left side of my monitor you can see the squares shapes here, and just click this foreground. I want to use black and click OK. As you can see, the color of the square is now black. That is the foreground color. And make sure on the right side on your layers panel, this layer is not locked, so to remove the lock you have to double click it and click OK to unlock that layer so that you can edit it. And I just click Alt backspace on my keyboard, so the foreground color that I selected will take effect on this layer. You can also rename a layer so that you know what layer is that. And I'm going to make a new layer. On the lower right of your monitor, just click this icon to create new layer, and then I'm going to select the gradient tool, or simply press G. So I'm going to use this radial gradient. There's other kinds of gradient that you can use, but right now I want to use the radial gradient, and I will set the foreground color into blue. Click OK. On the center I will drag it off, and I will hold the shift key so my line will be straight, and then when you reach the top you just release it. As you can see, a radial gradient has been created. And then I'm going to select the text icon here, the text tool, or simply press T. The cursor should be like that, and then I'll click it on the place that I want to write, and I'm just going to type stay at home. Since this is the trending line we have right now, everyone should stay at home for us to be safe. I just pressed Ctrl A to select that, and I want to change the color of my font by going here on the upper middle section of my monitor. You can see it, the text color, so you want to click that, and right now I will select color white, and then just click OK. Make sure you select the move tool on the upper left of your monitor and press Ctrl T. Make sure you're selecting the text layer, and then you just press the shift key and drag it until it's big enough for you to see, and release. Press the move, or click the move tool again, click apply, and there you go. Stay at home. I'll be using two fonts right now. Oh, before that I will tell you where did I get this font. So if you haven't watched my previous tutorial about thefont.com, this is where I get beautiful font. So I just went to my Chrome browser and I type the font.com. Just wait for it to load. Okay, so here you can see the recently added fonts. Alright, so you can choose on the menu whatever font style you want. Let's try to choose calligraphy. And here, for example, I'll use this Hello by Graphics Line Studio. To download that, on this right button here, the download button, you just click that and make sure you have WinRAR installed on your computer or laptop. If you don't have it, you can always download it in Google. Just search WinRAR and there's a free copy of that and you can download it. So for me, I already have WinRAR installed. On the lower part of my monitor, I can see the downloaded files here, or if you cannot see it, you can press Ctrl J. That opens your download page. Let's try to press Ctrl J in case you can see your download file here. Here you can see the things that you downloaded. So I will just double click the hello.zip. This will automatically open my WinRAR because it's a zip file. I'll just be selecting hello.tff. I just double click it and click install. Doing this will install the font on your computer. Take note that the font will only be installed to the computer where you install it. For example, you use this font on a PowerPoint or a Word document. When you transfer that Word document and view it on another computer, of course you cannot see the font that you installed. You have to install the font that you use on the other computer that you'll be using. So now that it's already installed, let's close this and you can now go to your Photoshop. The name of the font is Hello, so I'll just press T and click it on the text. Ctrl A to select, and then on your upper left corner of the monitor you can see the font styles. Just click the arrow down button or simply search hello on the text box. So you can type hello because that's the name of the font and press enter. So this is the kind of the font we downloaded. Basically that's just how to download a font. But now I'll be using Manic Astagina font. Okay, I'll just delete this. Control click, then delete, and I'll just control click on this text again, so I can move it on the place I want it to move, and then I'll press Alt. By clicking this layer, you're duplicating that layer. Alright, I duplicate it because I want to use two fonts, so I'll just be selecting it by clicking T, click on the text, Control A. For this one, I'm going to use Bebas, so I'll type here Bebas. Sometimes you cannot search it on the text box, so you just find here. Anyway, the fonts is in alphabetical order, so this font will be Bebas. If you don't have a Bebas font, just find it in the font.com, so you'll have the same font. So I just press Ctrl T and then dragging it down just so it will be bigger. I'm just pressing Ctrl T and pressing the Shift key on my keyboard and then dragging it down. because if you don't press the shift key, your text will be distorted. Let me show you. By not pressing the shift key, if you drag it down, it will be like that. So let's press the shift key so it will not be distorted. Okay, I'm good with that font, and just press enter. Alright, let's drag it to the center. And now, okay, so now I just press Control plus just to make my view in 100%. You can see it on your lower left section. This part here, if you can see my cursor, it's now 100%. If you press Control minus, it will zoom in. If you press Control plus, it will zoom out. Okay, so let's work on this font first. Make sure you select it by pressing Control, then click. And on this right side, you can check it if this is the layer that you're selecting by just pressing the eye icon over there. Alright, so what I do is I just press Alt and then arrow up. Before we duplicate the layers, let's just change the color first so that you can see it well. So I just press T and click on that, Control A. I want to make it black this time. And press OK. Alright. And now I will press Alt. Okay, let's press the move tool first. Alright, I'll press Alt, then arrow up. Let's make it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then on this, and then the layer on the top, this one, the copy 9, I just press T, make sure you select that, and you click here, then Control A, change the color into white. There you go. Okay. So as you can see, all the layers below it is color black, and it's like the shadow of your text, and it makes it look like 3D. Okay, so as you can see, the text is now 3D, and you can also put shadow at the bottom. You can click stay at home, and we're going to put layer style on this. Just double click it, and let's put a shadow. So you just click the drop shadow text box, and then just play on it. So as you can see, a shadow is added there. If you add some distance on it, the distance will be like that. Just play on it. For me, I'll make the distance 3. The spread to spread to 20, and I want my size to be 7. Alright, so that's the settings I want. Then click OK. Alright, so basically that's how you make a 3D text effect. That's how I do it. Okay, let me show you another one. I'll just group this. So let's work on the other font, the Bebas font. I'll just group this by selecting all these layers I made. What I did is that I select this layer first, and then I scroll down, I press shift key, and I'll press on the last layer, and I click Control G. Alright, this is the first font. I just double click it and I rename it first font. just for me to be organized. And let's work here on the stay at home. So same thing. So I'll just show you how the alt arrows work. Okay, let's press alt arrow up first, and then let's change the color of the font on this layer. I hope you can follow. Just look at my arrow, just look at my mouse and press T, click on the text, Control A, and let's make the color black. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just put this at the bottom of the layer by dragging it down. Okay, just so the white text is above it and the black text is at the bottom. Okay, so now I'm selecting on the black text, black color text. If you try to press alt then arrow right, the black layer will be, the text with the black color will be duplicated to the right. Okay, there you go. Now let's try to do it on the left side. I'll just delete the duplicated layers first, just for you to see, and then I'll press alt left, alt left, alt left 10 times or 15 times, it depends on you. Okay, it's a 3D text effect. Okay, now let's try to do the arrow up key, alt arrow up, so the 3D effect will be that way. Okay, let's do the arrow down, alt arrow down. Okay, that's it. So on this font, let's just do it on the alt right. Let's press alt right. That's how I want it to be. It's like there's a shadow effect, so I think I added like 10 layers. Alright, and on this layer, so the text with a white color, I selected it, it's on the top. I press T, click on that. You can change whatever color you want. For example, we want it to be yellow, like that. Press OK. You can also add